as well, I would say. But Finbarr is a very experienced moving player as well. So we definitely might see some, I would guess maybe some quick guesses from Clement in the moving in particular. But Finbarr, as we said, he's been playing so well in the league so far. His win rate, 78%. That is phenomenal. One of the best in the league. And yeah, I can't call this one. I can't call any of these matches. They're all so close, but it should be a close one.
I think it will be. Should be exciting. Yeah, but that 78% win rate is just unreal from Finbarr. He's just so hard to beat.
He really is.
We'll see where they stand. That 78% win rate has Finbarr at 6th place, and in only 12 matches, Clement, with 10 matches, is in 36th place with 12 points.
Yeah, again, 12 and 10, it's not a terrible win rate. I mean, it's probably below where he needs to be, but it's also like, it's not like he's been playing that badly. He's played fewer matches than most of the players in the league. He's still very much in it. So, we'll see. Insta-lock in Chihuahua. Again, he's just like, what the heck? I don't need to move. Finbarr lining up the road, though. So we see the crosses on the back of the sign. So those are common in Colombia, but within Mexico, you mostly see them in Chihuahua, which is why both players are in Chihuahua, and Finbarr just nails the road.
On the road, 27 kilometers away. That's 887 damage.
He's vibing to the music. The man's always got his music playing.
You got it, Jake. You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah.
But you're not a music guy, right? Well,
not when playing. It totally distracts me. I don't know how people do it, but no. Finbarr's not the same without his Gracie Abrams and his Taylor Swift.
He needs it. It helps him. Round 2 now.
This
1.5 times damage.
We had Kannada language. I think Finbarr may be in the wrong state here. I think the language was Kannada rather than Malayalam, so I'm going to guess Clement's... Oh, wow. That's kind of fortunate for Finbarr, because he was in the wrong state, but it kind of worked out for him.
Yeah, you can see Clement a little disappointed in that. He was in the correct state, just farther away overall.
Round 3, we have Stobie poles, which are those classic South Australian poles, one of the best-known GeoGuessr metas. But the players will move around because South Australia is very big, and if they can get a town name, they could still get some serious damage here.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, again, those Stobie poles are those poles with brown on the outside and sort of a lighter tan beige on the inside. Very helpful for South Australia. You can see him on Finbar's screen right there.
He's got a sign as well. B12, pointing to Adelaide, a couple of smaller towns. I don't know if he has the B12 or not, but Clement just moving, looking for something.
Is he gonna find any of these towns?
I don't know. He's just north of Adelaide right now. I'm not sure if he's found anything on the map. Similar guesses for now. Oh.
Yep.
Okay, Clement moved a little bit, but it's just east.
Gonna be southeast there. Finn, closer. Extending that lead on round 3, taking us to round 4. Clement's got 3,700 health. Finbarr, flawless.
US here, California, Las Vegas, San Bernardino. We might be in like Barstow or something.
Yeah.
One of those sort of desert towns.
Yeah, I like where Clement is. Gonna have Baker here.
We're along I-5 here. Or is it 15? It's 15.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, that makes more sense. Yep.
That is where Clement is. Right off the 15 there.
But it's all about what town we're actually in. Clement,
yeah.
Getting on the road, maybe looking for an exit number or something. Finbarr is still off the highway. But there was a state route, so I wonder if they're scanning for the state route. But again, the state routes are so hard to find now. Thinking about Barstow. Or does Finbarr have it? Maybe? I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're both kind of in, but they're just both basically in Barstow, so we'll see here. Is that a Clement 5K? It is.
Nicely done. He didn't look necessarily super confident about it, but he honed in on it by the end of the round, and impressive.
Very impressive stuff. You called Barstow too. Great shout.
Yeah.
Round 5.
This will be Po Valley, signs for Milan, Bologna, Mantova. Those are all cities in this area. Both players looking at different signs, but I assume they have similar info.
Let's see if they can line anything up.
Probably along one of the major roads, one of the A roads here. Given it's divided, but... well, I don't know. I mean, both players will be close here either way, even if... there's a lot of info, sometimes just too much. It can be hard to narrow it down, but... they should be pretty close.
Should be. Have really lots of information on this round, but neither of them able to pinpoint super precisely. Clement seems like he's trying to. He might actually have a road here. He's lined up something. He might like it, but Finbarr is actually the one on it. 4995 for him. That's 180 damage there to Clement's health bar because Clement's so close as well. Really nice round.
Yeah, nicely done by Finbarr narrowing it down. Again, those rounds with that much information can be pretty tricky to figure out. But both players doing a nice job there. And now we have a Spain.
Nice little Spain action. 15 seconds in. Finbarr has a pin on the map. And he's locking it too. Pressure's on for Clement now.
He's got a couple town names, but they're tiny. I don't know if he's going to know what those are. Oh, there's a road number, though. Oh boy, is it AL? It might be AL. That would be Almeria.
Oh, it's not.
No. Was it AR?
I don't
For
know.
Aragon, maybe? I'm not sure. But
It
that's
might have
game.
been that. That wins Finbarr the game. What a guess, and so quick too.
Yeah, I mean, Finbarr might have seen a piece of info, because otherwise I'd be surprised that he guessed that fast. So I didn't see it on his screen, but there was probably something that Finbarr found that allowed him to solve that round.
Very good stuff. Very impressive stuff. Clement, gonna need to come back here. We're going on a no move. 1-360 panorama, as I keep saying. We're in Brazil.
More Brazil. We've had quite a bit of Brazil today.
Yeah.
Another urban round here. Could be so tough. Finbarr instantly in Sao Paulo. Clement's in a similar area, at least his map is. I don't know if we see the polls. I mean, Sao Paulo get a lot of round polls. I don't know if we see round polls. Maybe that one by the sun is, but it's really quite hard to see.
They're both Sao Paulo.
Maybe a round poll then. There's not too much to go off of here.
10 seconds left. Both players have pins in. The timer's just going to run out for them, it seems. Neither's going to lock it in before the minute ends. There. Clement does it. Finn does it as well. They're right on top of each other. It's Brasilia.
Wave.
Finbarr
Yes.
waved. Thank you, Finn. Oh, and Clement waves too. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. You gotta. It's the polite thing to do if you're on top of your opponent.
Indeed.
Round two now.
Okay. I mean, I could see. I don't know if those bridges line up, but I like the idea. I mean, it's Botswana. It's a random bridge. You don't see a lot of these bridges like this in Botswana, so they're thinking probably we're in a town, and they're seeing if they can find a bridge that lines up. It looks like Maun in terms of the soil color, but the bridge angle isn't quite right.
Yeah, it's very east-west here. Both in similar areas regardless, so we'll see if they can line anything up. They've still got 15 seconds to do it, but 15's not much. Clement staying in Maun. Finbarr
Looking at
close to
Francistown,
Maun.
but he's still going to stick pretty close to it. Going to hedge a little further east, close to the salt pans. And it is east.
It is east. Finbarr closer. Deals some damage there, but a close game nonetheless. We're going into just round 3 now.
He is vibing.
Vibing. I love to see it. As a musician, I love it. It makes me happy.
Maybe he's listening to Project Bloom.
Oh.
Never know.
You never know. It's possible. 45 seconds now, round 3. We have a near Tucson guess from Clement. Finbarr kind of looking in New Mexico, Colorado area on the map, but I don't think he has a pin in. Now 30 seconds. Dry desert, and he's in Arizona.
Yeah, makes sense. I think we have... Are these saguaro cacti here? We don't have a lot of them, but that species is found pretty much exclusively in southern Arizona and northern Sonora, so I do like the Mexico guess, the southern Arizona guess.
I like it too, so, both right there.
Yeah. Yep.
Great guesses from both players, a little bit west of both of them. Clement deals 294 damage, evens it out a little bit more. We're going to round 4.
Very, very even so far, the no move. Yeah, we probably expected Finbarr to win the moving, if anything. But this next game was always likely to be more of a toss-up.
Both in Thailand right now.
Yeah, we have some concrete pavement over there that we can see. Very, very typical of Thailand. We have a house on stilts, we have some red soil. All of these suggest Eastern Thailand. So I definitely like the guesses from both players here.
I like them too. Both close.
Yeah, both just kind of taking it in, not really moving their pins, just trying to get a feel for the location, but they're both settling on pretty similar things here.
Yeah, shouldn't be too many points here around 4, 2.5 multi, and they're close to each other. But Clement a little closer. Maybe it evens it out even more. Yep, he does. Just about 100-point difference now between our two players as we move on to round 5.
Anyone's game here. Round 5 looks like a Chile. I like Concepcion. You get a lot of these sort of pine trees around Concepcion. And
I like it too, yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense as a guess. We'll see if Finbarr agrees.
Seems like he does. He's going a little bit farther north, though. But they're both very close, so should not be too many points.
Yep. Similar vibes. We'll see if Finbarr sticks with it or moves a bit.
Time runs out. Oh. Finbarr?
What? What?
Gets a 4997.
837 meters on that?
Wow,
I have
GG.
I have no idea how he did that. I don't know if he knew the road or just got lucky or what, but that is one of the best guesses we've seen so far.
Very impressive stuff. Round 6 now, and it's still a close game. 3.5 times damage.
This one not obvious. My thought was Peru. Yeah, they're both. Yeah, Finbarr. Thinking about Tumbes. I don't know if we see any mountains anywhere, but I do like the North Peru guess with the sort of almost flat desert look that we have here. But again, it's another pretty tricky round, and Tumbes. Finbarr's still thinking about Tumbes. I don't mind it, honestly. I don't know if we can see mountains to the south or not, but it could work.
Could work. It does work. Finn, and he goes back to jamming and singing along to his music. 4997, then a 4996 from Finn.
Insane. What can you even do against it? He is
so hard to beat.
So locked in right now. Saskatchewan. Wow, interestingly hilly, but these little road signs with the wheat bushels on them, or whatever those things are called, those are exclusive to rural roads in Saskatchewan, those ones that Finn is looking at right now. So they'll both know the province, I imagine, here. And we also have canola, those sort of yellow fields, very, very common in the prairies in Canada. But it is oddly hilly, so I don't know if that would put us north or maybe southwest or something, but we'll see what the players go for.
Yeah. Only 25 seconds now. Clement, pretty far north Saskatchewan. But the hilly common is such a good one to point out. Pretty rare in Saskatchewan. Finbarr has a map open, but has zoomed in a bit, but hasn't actually plonked. Oh, he has plonked in Saskatchewan as well, so they're both actually kind of close, so maybe we shouldn't see too many points. Finbarr just farther east. Coming a little farther west. It is farther west. Clement's gonna deal some damage back there and actually get it closer to even again.
Yeah, it's a pretty serious hit there. Clement very much within reach now with 3 rounds to play.
Clement zoomed really quickly into Bangladesh.
Yeah, one of the most distinctive countries. Very flat, very sort of marshy, distinctive vegetation and architecture, but region guessing within Bangladesh is definitely doable. It's still not easy. We'll see how the players do here.
See what they can get done. Again, similar guesses. They've been making very similar guesses consistently, actually, throughout this matchup, so...
Clement just going for Dhaka. He doesn't look too sure of himself. Finbarr and Rajshahi, and it's Chattergram. Wow.
It's going to be farther south. Clement gonna take a small lead now as we move on to round 9. We have a 10-round limit. Whoever has the most health at the end of 10 rounds will win if nobody's fully won yet. Let's see what happens here. Round 9. 5 times damage. No moving. This is all they get. We're back in Saskatchewan by the looks of it. Clement has a plonk down. Finn yet to open the map. He actually switches over to Manitoba. Could be possible too. I like it. Seems like it's the plains. Manitoba from Finbarr as well. Clement back over Sask.
Eastern Sask. I mean, who knows? I mean, the prairies can be so similar looking, especially when you just have a dirt road like this, and the poles aren't really very helpful either. So Finbarr opting for southwest Manitoba. Clement maybe going to go with Sask, but he's right where Finbarr is now.
Wow.
Look at that.
They're right on top of each other. That's a wave. There it is. 20 points. Takes us to round 10, and it's close. Clement up 500 health right now. Could be anybody's game. Let's see what country we get. That'll tell us everything.
Looking like the Philippines. Definitely a chance for damage to be dealt here. Is there info? Does it say Angeles, or I don't know what he sees, but Finbarr doesn't see that. I don't know if that whatever he sees is reliable, but Finbar's not going to have it.
Yeah,
He's going to go south Luzon.
Wow, and Clement's on it. Clement's going to take the game and bring us to NMPZ.
Wow, it might have said Angeles City or something along those lines on that tuk-tuk. I couldn't see it myself, but great job from Clement noticing that. Finbarr didn't quite pick up on it, and a big win, and we get yet another NMPZ.
Yet another NMPZ. Today has been crazy. Let's see what happens. This is NMPZ. This is no moving, panning, or zooming. One still singular image is all the players get.
Immediate zoom into Kenya. I like that a lot. We have... Yeah, I mean, these sort of eucalyptus-looking trees, you get these a bunch in Kenya. Red soil, all fits very well.
It does. Both right nearby, Finbarr, a little bit closer.
Again, really, really tough to call this one. Let me check how they've done an NPZ so far. Finbarr's only needed to play an NPZ 3 times because he's been so dominant. He's been winning 2-0 all the time. But yeah, he's 2 for 3 so far in NMPZ, and Clement is 1 for 5. So Clement's had a bit of a tough time so far.
Yeah, see what we can do here. Both players in Mississippi.
And it is. Great guess.
Finn's a little closer though. Once again, Clement, 5,500 health now, taking us to round 3. We have a East Kalimantan zoom from Clement already. Seems like he's going South Kalimantan. Finbarr, also South Kalimantan.
Yeah, I mean, the houses are on stilts, or at least that one near us is, and that makes a lot of sense for South Kalimantan. You get a lot of those types of houses there. It's much more of a sort of low-lying area that's prone to flooding, so I do like the South Kalimantan guess from the players here, but Clement thinking about Southeast Sulawesi. Not too sure. Definitely doesn't have to be here.
Finn does go ahead and lock it in. Clement's pin's still there. Seems as if he's possibly considering other things, but he keeps it there. It is South Kalimantan, just farther north. Finn, once again, a little closer. Flawlessing right now.
Yep, great start for Finbarr, but Clement's guesses have been very, very good as well. So still not too much to write home about in this game. This one, though, this could shake things up.
Hard round for sure on round 4. Clement zooming into Japan, it seems?
Yeah, maybe is the camera low? It's hard to tell in an MPZ. It might be. But Finbarr looks very unsure. They both do, to be fair.
Yeah, Finn leaned in, really considering.
Yeah, this could be a lot of things, honestly. This is really tricky.
This is one of the hardest rounds I think we've seen today. With only 15 seconds left, they've got to make their guesses. Finn actually going for Malaysia while Clement is in a Japanese southern island. 5 seconds left.
I have no idea what's going to happen here.
I don't either. We'll see, the timer runs out. And it's Colombia.
Of course.
Of course.
Wow.
Wow, I mean, that was such a hard location.
Yeah, that was crazy, but I mean, goes to show no matter how good you are at this game, there are rounds that are just going to get you. Are they both going? We have one on King Island and one on Flinders Island.
The different islands between Victoria and Tasmania. Locks from Clement.
Is he going to switch to King?
He's considering King now.
Could be some decent damage here. I mean, they're not super close to each other. It is King Island.
Oh, it is King, and Finn even debated it too, so that's going to be some points. That's almost 3,000 damage, breaking the Finbarr flawless.
That's brutal, knowing that you're on one of the islands north of Tasmania and still losing 3,000 health.
Wow, yeah.
Oh,
So you get with the multis. Round 6 now. 3.5 times damage.
Oh, different
Oh, wow.
ideas here. Finbarr near Miri and Clement on the peninsula. I mean, it's an oil palm plantation. There's a lot of these all across Malaysia, so honestly, I'm not sure, but it's going to be Clement.
Oh, it's gonna be Clement on the main island with 3.5 times multi. Will take the matchup.
He beats Finbarr. That's huge. I mean, Finbarr has taken very few losses so far in this league, so that's a massive result for Clement. But Finbarr's still vibing.